Hey y'all, Merry Christmas. Decided to take one of those walks that probably a lot of us have taken today. That one where you kind of get out of the hustle and bustle of the house and walk around the yard, especially if you're in an old home place of sorts. I didn't grow up in this house, but Mom and Dad's been here, goodness, several decades. And I've spent enough time here licking wounds from life's battles to feel like it's a home place, you know. I was looking at that old sign there, Merry Christmas, just a simple placard on the wall, and had a good day, but that sign will disappear here in the next day or two, and seasons will change and move on, and time marches on. I hope all of you had a great, great Christmas with family, or even if you're alone today, if you let yourself wrap around with good memories of times past and realize everything's temporary. See this old elm tree, kind of out of place for East Texas, but I remember Dad and I planted that tree. I guess it was 2004. It was in the wake of a divorce, but came back home for a couple of months to resettle. And this old tree, we planted it, and it sure provides a lot of good shade. But it's funny, Kimberly and I was talking about that and given Mom's situation, and I know a lot of y'all are having loved ones with health issues or just had a rough year. If you just stop and realize that things are temporary, good and bad, so I think we know that. Some of them last a little longer than others, but it truly is temporary, including the good times. So we have to seize them. This is that kind of bittersweet day when some of the loved ones start going back to their routines and their lives all across the nation, and a lot of that'll happen tomorrow. Faith and I'll travel a little south to Huntsville and bed down for the night ahead of her early morning red-eye flight in the morning back to South Carolina. So short-lived it is, you know. So we have to take advantage of every little moment. But just thought I'd steal away for a little quiet time here in the front yard and think about things and how temporary they really are. And as they come and the storms of life come, just kind of have to anchor down and realize they'll pass. Try to find the joy in them. And I hope you found that joy this Christmas and have celebrated and had a good one. A lot of us are stretched out making 3 or 4 stops. Didn't have to do that necessarily this year, and thankful for that. It's kind of nice just to land at one spot and relax. Some of the best naps have happened in that living room in their Mom and Dad's house. I think they have sleepy dust in there. Boy, I get still and I'm out like a light. But it's been a good day, and I guess routines will start again back tomorrow to a degree ahead of a new year. But hope y'all have had a really good holiday, and don't forget, things are temporary. So if it's bad, hang tight, hit your knees, and it'll pass. If it's good, capture and savor that moment. Don't ever forget it. So y'all have a good evening. We'll be thinking about you, and I guess we'll catch you on the flip side. Got the next couple of days to be a little busy getting Faith back. But hate to see her go and miss my other two, Jeremy and his wife Alicia, little Isabella, and Lance up in Illinois. But plan to catch up with them on a video call or something today. And y'all take a moment and reach out to those you love and call them. I guess the Facebook fast forwards work, but it sure isn't the same as a phone call or a personal message on this, the holiest of all days, I guess, the day that our Christ was born, or at least when we celebrate it, and that greatest gift to mankind. All right, y'all have a good evening. We'll get back in here and spend the last few minutes, as they are temporary, with this year's Christmas as we look ahead. Let me say hello to a few of you there. Got a bunch, but Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. Really cherish y'all as friends. So there's Patrice. Yeah, Donna's on. How are y'all? Merry Christmas, Mike. And Margaret from San Antonio. There's Sandra. How are you, ma'am? And Donna from Pensacola, Florida. Finally caught you on here. Thank you, Patrice. Merry Christmas to y'all. And Susan and Kathy. Hey, Jean from Martinsville. Too far away. There's Roxanne from Wisconsin. Gary, good to see you, buddy, in Caroline. Y'all have a good evening. Be the light and seize every moment. And if it's some rough moments, you can let them go, though. They won't be around long. It'll pass. Have a good evening, y'all.